Yo, morning guys, welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is the psychiatric self-therapeutic multimedia project and so on and so forth. If you would like a more in-depth introduction and brief summary into what we do on the Ahn Rho Project, how we break it down into domains of life, sub-series, analogies, and so on and so forth, you can check that all out in the previous live streams for the past 3.5 years, straight up to January 2020, yep, one and beyond, sorry, for more updated versions. With that being said, let's dive into the second segment, which is where we're going to just cut off and say, there's a lot of restructuring going on in terms of the Ahn Rho Project, so I want to mention that, of course, the segments, usually there's about 10 segments spread across 3 different phases of a 15-minute live stream. That's 3 phases across a 15-minute live stream and 10 segments about, but we're going to completely just obliterate that kind of structure and stop following against these sort of general rules and guidelines. I'm just going to cover what I need to cover in any sort of order that I feel, and I know that that's probably not the best way to do things, but right now it's important because I just have a lot of stuff to cover, and we're mentioning them also bit by bit as I go along the stream. So let's first cover the stuff here that's on screen. I just want to say what you see is what you get. So of course you have a bunch of philosophical quotes, some media assets, as well as some product inventory that I've taken screenshots of and scans of for documentation. So you can see on the left hand side right there some philosophical quotes, as well as the very top there are some audio recordings. On the very bottom right hand side you see some philosophical quotes once again that I missed on the previous day, and there's some inventory at the very top. So let's just sort of expand this a little bit and then get rid of it, because now we're going to go on one by one. Alright, so, and I should mention, of course, down here, there's a bunch of stuff in physical format, so later on the stream will be more active and more engaging. You can look forward to that. If not, that's something that I will just have to do out of my own accord. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to try to get through the directory. This is some stuff that is basically recordings. You can see here there's basically 2 devices with a bunch of voice recordings of my general thoughts and ramblings, as well as sometimes conversations between me and other people. But you know, for the most part, it's just for personal use. And obviously, because of that, I'm not going to detail too much about it. Just going to say some of it has to do with the workplace, some of it has to do with me giving sort of like monologues, not monologues, but just venting my emotions, or not even emotions, but just my thoughts into an audio recording in a sort of self-therapeutic way, and being able to express it and get some practice doing that. So I'm not going to touch on too much about why that is. Some of that has to do with my cousins, some of that has to do with my domestic issues between me and my guardians for 3 decades. Some has to do with unrelated affairs at the workplace, and so on and so forth. So get rid of those. That's that. There's about 8 recordings over the past 2 days, 3 days. Let's move on to, like I showed you this, right? So this is from Instagram. I'm not really a big fan of Instagram, but the fact is there are 2 pages there that I do follow and I do upload there. So here it is, Stoic Reflections and School Life London, 2 things that hit real close to me. These 2 pages, again, copyright notice, this is not my stuff, so I'm gonna get rid of it real fast. But what happened to you in your childhood? Well, I'm going through that kind of thing for a long time. And the same thing, gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. I don't know if you could say it's the core, if it's derived, if all the other virtues are derived from gratitude, but that's something that to think about. On the right hand side, what happens to your child? So that's something else that I have to contend with recently, because again, in the past 10 months just of absolute garbage, absolute nightmare, trying to take care of my guardians, be a caregiver, as well as address all of the sorts of violence, financial ruin, general emotional instability, anger management issues they had. So it's just all that stuff. And then now, okay, so that's real relevant. And then we have more from Stoic Reflections that I missed on the previous day. The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. So it's like, you know, you're nothing without your without your actions. You know, no matter what plans or ideas you have to execute it. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. And this one's from apparently Napoleon Hill. I don't know who that is, but again, a lot of power in these quotes, but you know, I'm just not gonna go too much into it. Now let's cover some inventory. It looks like I'm about 5 minutes in, so 10 minutes left. some stuff, some tags that I have for sandals and things I purchased over at a dollar store that I intend on using for a good while. We also have this kind of a book here that I scanned. It's from my workplace. That I made this book myself, and you can see at the very top there's kind of like the I don't know, what do you call that? That's kind of the side of a book. Let's say you go to the library and you see the Dewey Decimal System, so kind of like the edges of the book there. Wow, I'm really losing all my stuff here. I have no idea what even to call that. But I've put my little footer there. I've also decided to put I will design the sort of the formatting of the cover, and this is the cover here. So, a whimsical excerpt on the seven sins of Said No One Ever by Forbes magazine, little book of redundant tripe, Le Petit. And of course, next generation corporate stratagem developed by Six Sigma principles, Kaizen, BPM, Lean Startup, yada blah 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 blah, and then LMNOQ, IPSRG, Business Insider. So it's just me being, very sarcastic and stupid with it. And then we have Reader's Digest here, the most useless senseless piece of garbage, which are my honest feelings I have ever had in the misfortune of my life to read and read at your own expense. So again, this is just a book that I kind of composed, you know, and it was stupid. At the time, I had far too much time on my hands. I should be on the job doing other things, but it was just sort of people in the workplace at the time didn't really know what it was I was supposed to do, and I just had to sort of figure it out. And there wasn't a lot of instruction. I guess that was part of it. But I appreciate that. Anyways, that's that. So I think that's everything that I have to do with media assets today. Let's move on to the physical portion of the stream. We have about 8 minutes left, so I'm gonna get up and just say this is region B1, I mean B4 down there, B3, D1 at the back, and A7, A8, the most important portions. We also have some stuff here. I'm gonna stand up for a second and move over to region E. That's actually pretty important here. In region E, we have this book, like I said, from the workplace. It was down here. I moved up here because I started scanning everything and documenting everything. All the pages on the inside. I'm not going to show it because it may have confidential stuff. Yeah, stuff like that. And then there's also on top of the book, which was here, was the kind of laundry basket. I'm doing the laundry, and downstairs is just drying. So I'll get all that stuff ready because right now I'm actually without any boxer shorts, and yeah, that's kind of gross. I'm wearing pants without boxers, so it's like feels extremely uncomfortable. I don't have any clothes left, so I'm doing the laundry, and I'm late for work as a result. Thank goodness I called in today. So let's move over to region A7, and cover everything that I need to clean this gutter, all this trash here. So we have some Oreo cookies, once again, trash. We have these tasty nuts or whatever, spicy nuts. I'm gonna take that to as lunch, dinner, to the workplace. Then we have this kind of Colgate enamel. It's coming from region B7, I mean B6, B5, B5, and I took it down here just to take out what's inside. So there's what it looks like. I've never actually opened it before. I'm going to start using this and switching it with the sensitive one, so enamel and the dentin protective, and I can flatten this. And so now we have all this garbage here and food, and I'm going to move all this stuff here. So this is trash over here to D1. So in region D1 we have all this trash here. This is some cartridges I finished. Again, junk food, just crackers, that's all it is. Flatten the boxes, flatten those boxes, flatten this box off stream, and then we'll take it out to the trash, to recycling. And then there's some trash, the plastic on the inside with like even including this toothpaste that I have to replace previous stream. So all that, I'm just going to put bags within bags within bags and garbage within all those bags, and then just wrap it up and take it to the trash bin. And the same thing with the cartridges, so it's for recycling. This will take to work. Once again, the Oreo is also trash. Don't know how I'm going to work with this, but yeah, speaking of D1, we go down here at the bottom and we get more stuff. Plastic bag to carry all the dirty laundry. We also have this kind of Purex laundry detergent, which is completely used up now, I think, to some extent. It's not completely, actually, it's still got more, but yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that as well, recycle it. And then down here, some domestic gardening, some toilet paper from class 2 item from my gardens. The rest is class 1 I purchased myself, but class 2 items are things from my garden. So That's a lot of personal insecurities and baggage. Like I said on stream previously, I had to do things in such a way that it's honest, genuine, and doesn't shy away from non-PC topics. So when it comes to emotional baggage, personal insecurities, they will be covered on stream because in part the Ahn Rho Project, by analogy, is a time record of my life. Alright, so the trash, I suppose, could all go in here. So for example, I could probably take this box of cookies and toss it inside here. That makes things much easier. Again, take out the plastic from the inside, put it inside there. It's trash. Okay, so I'll probably have to go twice. Okay. Now, back here, we still have more garbage. We have some of these Usana health supplements. Take this away. A broken pin on the inside. Again, more trash. Put inside the litter. And then pull that out. Once again, put it inside the garbage bin. Oh, shit. Okay, let's just leave it. And we're back here. So, I also took from the very top of B5 laundry detergent. Right, because that's empty, so I have a new one on the side here. Again, Purex, and that's that. And I'm gonna put the toothpaste up here so we can sort of interchange. And I have to reorient and shift things a little bit back because there's some space at the back now because the laundry detergent is gone. Just kind of reorganize it a little bit. Should mention that. So A7, A8, most importantly. So I forgot to mention that I could take apart the headlamps. So they were oily, so I had to wash it. These are brand new headlamps I purchased from my employees, for my fellow staff at the workplace as I'm resigning. And just kind of parting gift. We have 2 of these LED lamps, headlamps, especially when they're working in the containers and shipping, receiving. So I opened it and just want to mention that this one can probably open up, but I can't show on stream. So that's about it. We also have some trash here, some garbage. That's all I have to say. Take away one of these packets here if I'm going to bring it to dinner at work. And then finally down here we have about 2 minutes left, so let's sit down. And there's some stuff I need to scan for this luggage bag, quite a bit. I mentioned previously the masks and the vaccination clinic, but there's also okay, these sandals here, so I'm gonna put it here for now. Also this baseball cap, so I can take off this kind of stuff here too. I've scanned it all. Just take it off and put it in the trash bin. Same thing with inside here. So these 2 tags here, can take it off and toss it inside this bag here as well for litter, garbage. We also have back here some pens and some fans and some equipment. So these ballpoint pens, I'm probably going to empty one into the other bag and then throw the bag over there once again to D1. Red pens, leave it here for now. Stylus, again, take out the stylus. I've already scanned this before, so I don't have to take a scan of this. And again, recyclables, cartridge, same thing with this fan here too. Take off. This is actually a gift item for one of my colleagues at the workplace because she's really been like a mother to me in law for a long time, like godmother. And I just want to take off this. Again, all this kind of recyclable stuff. Recyclables should go up here inside these cartridges, but you know, you get the idea. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and so I'll have to figure a way to sort this out. I think the sandals go over there to region E. Underneath over there, region E. We have the fan here, probably as a gift item, so I'll leave it over here on the table. Then we have the pens, the hat, again, same thing with the sandals, go to the very back over here in region E somewhere, right underneath all that kind of stuff, all the clothing, so I'll leave it here for now. And the red pens, okay, I don't know. As for the luggage bag, I want to make sure that I can take out these 2 drinks here. I have only 30 seconds left on stream, so I'll move this up here. This one is peach, new flavor, and one's coconut water. Leave it there. And now that it's lighter, I can just bring the entire thing. Oh, there's actually there's another blackberry drink, cranberry. This is a new flavor. Leave it there, and then bring this entire luggage bag from B1 over to region here. Yeah, I gotta end the stream now, but that's it. We'll continue this tomorrow.